YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 10 of Pokémon Unbound. Last time out, we got the 4th gym badge over in Fall Shore City. As you can see on the bottom middle of the screen, we got our little badge tracker going here. And everybody on the squad is now fully evolved except for our starter, Gabite, as the level cap has now been increased from 36 up to 45. So we still won't be able to get Garchomp before the next gym, but it should go up over that after we get that 5th gym badge. Now, the next main objective here, as you can see on the top of the screen, is to make a beeline for Thundercap Mountain and save Zapdos, which we are just outside the entrance to Thundercap Mountain. But I want to recap something else real quick before we get the action started today. So on the town map here, we started off yesterday in Fall Shore City, which was the location of the 4th gym badge. And then Mel gave us the HM move for Fly right after beating him in the gym. So we now have access to not only push the strength boulders, but we also can fly around the map too. So now we have access to Cut, Rock Smash, Strength, and Fly. All 4 of those after just 4 gym badges, so that's pretty sweet. And then we came over here to Epitome Town, right at the base of Thundercap Mountain. We're going to jump in there in a sec, but before I did yesterday, I wanted to really see if I can get over here to Route 12, because we need to catch a Deerling and evolve it into a Sawsbuck as part of a side quest that we got over here in Telltown, which once we complete the side quest for showing a scientist all 4 seasonal forms of Sawsbuck, that's how we get access to changing natures in this game. So obviously I'm trying to get that done as quickly as possible and get myself an adamant Gabite. But when we went up to Ptarmigan Town, it's actually blocked off to access Route 12, so we can't get it yet. However, in Ptarmigan Town, there was a Pokemon Mansion, and there was a lot of talk about Mega Evolution up there. So I feel like today, after we take care of whatever's going down with the shadows and trying to catch Zapdos here, we're going to make our way back up to Ptarmigan and probably, you know, get access to the Mega Ring today. So at least that's the plan. I'm definitely going to do both of those main story things here today, Thundercap Mountain and then Ptarmigan Town. Now, when we were up in Ptarmigan Town, we talked to a scientist, and there's a research lab about Musharna and the Dream World stuff. And he hooked us up with a it wasn't an ability patch, but it was like a Dream Mist. It looked like a smoke ball, but it was pink. And that item is how you allow to change into hidden abilities in this game. So, of course, I used it on Gabite, because nobody wants Sandvale, right? So we now have a rough skin Gabite, which is pretty fire. And at some point yesterday, we also found the Rocky Helmet item, which I always talk about that in different playthroughs. Rocky Helmet's one of my favorite items in Pokemon. So Arcanine this whole time has had safety goggles, but now I swapped the goggles off Arcanine for the Rocky Helmet. Eventually the Rocky Helmet would go on Garchomp, but for now he's got to hold the Eviolite since it's still a Gabite. So we took off the safety goggles from Arcanine and gave him the helmet, and then I put the safety goggles on Guardy because I think she just had like a Pecha Berry or something. I guess I could show off all the items real quick. We'll just do it from the top. So Eviolite Gabite, Rocky Helmet Arcanine. We got the Miracle Seed Roserade. The safety goggles on Guardy. Mystic Water on the Hisuian Samurott. And then, of course, Black Belt on Hariyama. So it's not bad. The squad is starting to look nice and powerful now, finally. And remember that the level cap has now increased to 45, so we should be able to grow a bunch of levels today. Well, let's go ahead and jump in here and see what's going on with the next part of the story. Ow, my head. Yeah, this bro was blocking the entrance. He was on the outside of the tunnel previously. And the gym leader, Mel, who of course is the normal type gym leader, and he has a milk tank. He had the milk tank like body slam this guy and just absolutely flatten him into a pancake, so bro's having a rough time right now. And that was yesterday, and he's still feeling, you know, the after effects of getting milk tank body slam on his head. So I feel for that guy. But, you know, he's going to have to deal with his own problems. We got to keep things pushing here with the story. I don't even think I really want to bulldoze this Clink. I'll grab a couple other encounters because I haven't been in here yet. But I am curious as to what other wild Pokemon are in here. I can't let you through. What are you going to do about it, Chooch? That look. Do you seriously not remember me? Nah. Dime a dozen, man. I'm the grunt you and your friend disgraced back in our base. Oh, this might have been the very first guy we ever battled in this game, actually. I've gotten stronger since then, so it's time for a little payback. Okay, last time he had an Inky and a Skorupi at the very, very start of the game. You still haven't even evolved this thing into Malamar, bro? He doesn't know about turning his 3DS upside down. Let's teach him a lesson here. With the dual chop. Okay. Probably should have home claws first. Not quite enough for an Oko. However, does that make contact? Oh no, it doesn't. I thought maybe he was going to die to Rough Skin. Let's see if he goes for like payback here or something to get KO'd from Rough Skin. Nah, Psycho Cut again. Alright, well, whatever. Probably strong enough to sweep his whole team now at +1. Although, it'd be easier if he does have a Drapion. If it's still a Skorupi, oh, I guess I have Rock Tomb for that. He's got a Trevenant, okay. Probably not strong enough to Oko this with a dual chop, but yeah, just about. Gabite's definitely going to need to get some stronger moves as the game progresses, and of course he will, right? Eventually we'll have Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and probably Stone Edge, but for now, we just got these weak little attacks here. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. How you doing this morning? I hope you're having a good day. I'm just getting the episode started here for Pokemon Unbound. This is part 10 in the playlist. So as you can see on the bottom middle of the screen, we got 4 gym badges now. And therefore, I guess probably you could say like halfway through the game. And we are currently in Thundercap Mountain trying to deal with the Shadows and trying to thwart their attempt at catching Zapdos. You've really done it now. This was my last chance to get back in good standing with the higher-ups, and you ruined it. I mean, your team sucks, bro. Did you really think you were going to beat me with that squad right there? I'll never forget this. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, we need to give Gabite some milk here. Restore that HP. Now, I'm not very good at stopping the Shadows in their attempts at catching the legendary birds because, of course, they've already captured Articuno and Moltres in this game. But you know, that's because it was early on in the game. I didn't really have a powerful squad, and now we're ready to stop them from trying to catch Zapdos here. Let's get it done. Tynamo? No, thank you. So Tynamo and Clinks, there's a bunch of electric and steel. Let's get one more encounter and then I'm probably going to start repelling up. Damn, I still don't have Surf to get that TM over there though. That's kind of whatever. But I should be able to go back and grab that other red Pokeball there. And a Nose Pass, okay. So this is giving off some like Mount Coronet vibes right now. There's a bunch of Pokemon like that. I'm actually going to go ahead and use this random Max Repel that I found just to get it out of the bag. But then we still got a bunch of Super Repels after this, so we're chilling. The one cool thing about this game is that, you know, you pretty much have access to unlimited money because of the training house back in Dresco Town, the location of the first gym. And you can battle those trainers in there over and over and over again. All you gotta do is walk in and out the front door to reset the room. And the purpose of that house is to EV train your squad. But of course, you still get money every time you win. Oh, dude, are we gonna have a bunch of encounters? Okay, good. When I first got access to Rock Smash in this game, it was like 6 for 6, and the first few rocks that I broke, they all had... Why is a bug catcher in here? What are you doing, boss? They all had wild Pokemon in them. I got caught in an electric web. Oh, so they probably got Galvantulas in here. That's actually kind of fire. He's got a Yanmega. Not bad. Now, do we go ahead and predict the Protect or Detect? Because that's all these things do. I'm going to do it and set up a home clock, and he didn't go for it. Damn it. That's right. It's still going to get destroyed by a Rock Tomb. I just got to take 2 hits here. Well, we got that Eviolite, so it's not a big deal. And good thing this is just Air Cutter instead of Air Slash, because he could potentially flinch me down a bunch of times if it was Air Slash. That would be kind of tough. Easy Oko on the Yanmega. Let's see what else this scrub has. Hopefully today we will get access to Mega Evolution. That would be pretty sick. I don't know where I'm going to find Gardevoir's Mega Stone, but we'll find it at some point. Stored power is kind of funny, but I don't have... Oh, I didn't mean to hit yes. I don't have Calm Mind yet, so there's no point in taking this. But at some point, we could do a CM stored power set on Guardy. It's not bad. And he does have the Joltik. Okay. I mean, we still got a long way to go in terms of having a good squad, right? Because we need new moves. Even though we got fully evolved, powerful Pokemon here that are properly EV trained as well, they still don't have very good movesets. It's like, it's good enough to get by, right? But they're not optimal yet because it's still early stages of the game, technically. But don't get it twisted. Eventually, we're going to have Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Stone Edge on Gabite. Then we're going to be beating some ass. Arcanine still needs Flare Blitz. I think for now he just has like Flame Wheel or something. Hariyama's he's only got one fighting attack and it's just Force Palm. So it's a bunch of like 60, 70 base power attacks at this point, but it is what it is. All that, and the guy just gave me $400. That's alright. Oh yeah, I keep checking rocks like I was doing earlier in the game, but now in the top left corner you might be wondering, what is that white circle up there? That's the dowsing machine. Oh, whoops. I meant to hit a milk. So it's kind of funny that, you know, the dowsing machine is not even going off at all, and I'm still clicking X on the rocks to see if there's a hidden item in there. I'm kind of a scrub. I mean, it is like 5 o'clock in the morning right now, so I'm still waking up, you know. Alright, she's got a big Probo. Any Pokemon with Sturdy is very annoying because they always live a hit for no reason. Well, let's just raw Bulldoze. It's definitely going to be a two-shot either way. There's no point to click Hone Claws there. I am kind of curious in this game, you know, when we're going to find the city with the 5th gym. Because I know it's not in this city here, and I also know it's not in the next one because we went there yesterday. So we'll have to see at some point. I mean, hopefully I can get to that city, wherever that may be. Hopefully I can get there today, but we know it's going to take a while, so I don't think that's going to happen, but never know. Magnezone, this is a great Pokemon right here. But let's see if it has Sturdy. It does not. It was analytic for sure. That is a very powerful Pokemon though. And probably something I should have used on this team. Because I don't have an electric or a steel type, but I never found a Magnemite early on, and oh, Revenge is actually not bad. Because Hariyama's so damn slow. Plus, I think Revenge has negative priority. Anyway. It might be like -1 priority. 60 BP gets buffed to 120 if I take damage. Actually, I think I'm going to roll with Revenge for a little bit. Obviously not a very good attack, but let's have a little fun and mess around with that. And if it ends up being ass and like the AI plays around it, I can always just go relearn another fighting attack with the heart skills back in Crater Town. So I'm going to mess around with this for a little bit. Let me grab this item before I move on. Never mind, I don't have Surf. There's probably something in that rock right there. Okay. Alright, the Max Repel wears off, so we gotta spray a Super now. Oh, it's just a dead end for a Yellow Shard. Okay, okay. Guess we gotta go back the other way then. There's a Zygarde cell up there. Oh yeah, I did forget to showcase that in the PC. Hopefully I remember when I come out of the mountain here. But towards the end of the episode yesterday, I did go... I did, there's a lot of options of ways to go here. I did 2 attempts at restoring the Zygarde cell, and both times I got some pretty bad... Well, okay, all the gift Pokemon in this game, you get 3 flawless IVs, 3 out of 6 for your stats. Will be perfect, but I kept... The first 2 attempts I did on the recording yesterday, I got S tier in special attack, which I don't want. Obviously, Zygarde's a physical attacker. So, That was all I did, though. I wasn't going to keep resetting the game on stream, right? So I ended the episode for the YouTube side of things, but I kept going on the stream after the fact. And the very next Zygarde that I got had really good IVs, and hopefully I remember and I'll showcase that when I come out of here after we deal with the shadows. I gotta remember to refer to them as the Shadows, kind of like the Ohio State University, right? Because I keep calling them Team Shadows, like Team Rocket, right? To me that makes more sense, but I believe their name in this game is actually the Shadows, not Team Shadows. So hopefully I can correct myself going forward on that. Golbat, about to get destroyed by a Rock Tomb. See ya, buddy. But it might be a little hard to break the habit of calling them Team Shadows, right? Because it's just like Team Rocket. Alright, Gabite hits level 40 already, which is not bad at all. Okay. Not bad. This guy does have a Skorupi. Another easy candidate for the Rock Tomb. You already know. And we'll see what's in the back. Wait. Why did Gabite just gain +1 experience point? I could have sworn I read that as 45 yesterday and not 40. Am I tripping? I mean, I guess the level cap is 40. Because he just got +1. Damn, Gorgeist's actually going to live this. Oh, no, it didn't. Hold on. If I go read the badges, does it actually tell me? I could have sworn that Mel said 45. Like, I remember reading that yesterday. It doesn't really matter, but... Maybe if we look at the trainer card, we can see... How do I flip? Can I flip it around? I can. But it didn't say anything about the badges. I was trying to see if I could highlight them and see the level cap. But clearly that just said +1 experience point. I want to see if what's over this way first, because... Clearly that looked like the correct way to go. So I want to go down these stairs real quick. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I was going to be at 45, like really close to the Garchomp. This is definitely where I just came up. Okay. It was just I went that other direction first. Alright, so we've checked all the paths. We got to keep pushing this way now. I don't know if I can ride up these with the motorcycle. Okay, I can. Good to know. That's a HP up. That's not bad. Although, my team is fully EV trained at this point, so I can't even utilize those kind of things anymore. Let's see. Before we push those, let's see what's back here. We can't. But we can open that up for later. Oh, I bet you it's like I have to push this strength boulder, and then the rock right below the strength boulder probably has the hidden item there. Okay, let's do this then. Let's hope I don't mess this up. I can just push this one this way. I'm really locked in trying to figure out this puzzle right now. Let's see. This one should come back this way. What is even the purpose of this? Like, what? There isn't even a hidden item up here. I'm confused. I mean, I just opened up that path, but it was already open from the bottom side. What? And there was no hidden items anywhere in all those rocks. That was very sus right there. Like, I feel like I'm missing something, so I wanted to go back and look at it, but there was really nothing over there. And after pushing the rock and getting through the bottom route, there was like no reason to go back through the top route. Interesting. Anyway, we keep it pushing. It's Dude. Damn right. My Pokemon, attack. Man, what are you gonna do? Send out your skunk tank or whatever you got. You got a sandcastle. Nice. Actually, Gabite can't really do much to this thing, but that's okay. 2 bulldozes will do the trick. I want to see if that really said 1 experience point again. It definitely did. Huh. Maybe the game, like in a newer update, the game probably changed the level cap increase from like 45 down to 40. But maybe that text from Mel never got updated or something. Yeah, see, gained 1 experience point, so the level cap is 40. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the footage from yesterday. But Crawdon's actually kind of a bad matchup. But I have revives in the bag, so who cares? Let's just stay in. Obviously, this is a neutral dual chop. I never clicked home claws, so that's not gonna get an OHKO. Bro goes for knockoff, which surprisingly didn't KO. So maybe he's not adaptability. It's probably like a hyper cutter, Crawdon. Shout outs to the agency, Mr. Craw. Now, yeah, I guess everyone's gonna be capped at 40, which is good because that means, you know, potential boss battle up here against one of the, you know, the Shadows admins. It's probably just gonna have level 40s. I was really hoping that they wouldn't have like level 45s because I'm not leveled up yet for that. Actually, we can go Guardy here and just rip off a Dazzling Gleam. That'll destroy Mightyena. I did a lot because of the crit. That gym fight yesterday, I'm still thinking about that too. Like, it was pretty easy against Mel. His team wasn't that good with the 4 normal type Pokemon he had, but it was just weird because the whole gimmick of that gym was inverse battles, and something I haven't done in years. Like, inverse battles, last time was probably like a black and white playthrough. So it was kind of confusing trying to, you know, hit stuff super effectively and also figure out where I could switch around and not take super effective hits. Because, like, bro switched into a Milk Tank against my Arcanine, and I was like, why would you go to Milk Tank? Like, I was thinking about Rollout for the, you know, Rock type super effective on fire. But really, it's because Milk Tank had Fire Punch, which obviously normally Arcanine resists Fire Punch. But in an inverse battle, Fire is actually super effective on fire. So the whole thing was, like, confusing. But we still absolutely beat his ass in the first try. It wasn't much of a fight there. Another Yellow Shard, okay. At some point, Yellow Shards will net me access to Thunder Punch. We still don't have Thunder Punch yet. We've seen the tutor for Ice Punch, which obviously we have on Hariyama. I need to keep exploring. There's a few more trainers down here. But we have Ice Punch on Hariyama, and then we found the location of Fire Punch. It's in the next city where I'm going next. Why is this scrub blocking the ladder? And couldn't I just enter the ladder from the other side? Now I'm kind of curious. Damn, I can't even go around at all this way. Okay, what is this layout, bro? I actually do have to jump this ledge. Alright, we're all the way back around with this guy here. The air in this mountain is electrifying. It's nothing like Antissus City. Okay, buddy. The overworld sprite for this type of trainer here, the Shockers, is pretty funny because his beanie is like insanely tall for no reason. It just looks funny. Alright, go ahead and set up your sticky webs, Joltik, while I set up a Home Claws. Get outplayed. Now we ain't gonna miss the Rock Tombs. Or Dual Chops. Home Claws in this game was a TM like very early on in the game. Like the first cave you explore. So it was pretty sick to get access to that so quickly. Especially since Gible was our starter, right? That was a pretty good thing to find early on. Especially because Gible had like Metal Claw, Fire Fang, had a couple attacks early that do not have 100% accuracy. Neither do Rock Tomb and Dual Chop, but after a single Home Claws boost of like the multiplier for accuracy is a little bit different than attack and defense boosts, where normally those are like a 1.5x boost per stage. Accuracy works a little bit differently at 1.33 multiplier. But still, anything over like 80 accuracy, I think, becomes over 100. I think 75 only goes up to like 90 something. But here, like Dual Chop, I'll show you right now. Dual Chop is normally, well, you can see it's 119 accuracy, so anything over 100 is not going to miss. But Dual Chop is normally 90, so like 90 x 1.33 is 119. And Rock Tomb is base 95 accuracy, so that'll be even higher. But even like Stone Edge, right, is just, it's only 80 accuracy, but still, after a single accuracy boost, it goes over 100 as well. Okay, this cave is interesting. I don't have rock climb for that. Oh, right. We can't go this way. Back to this puzzle. I'm genuinely confused by this. You know what? It's because I picked strength boulder puzzles, easy difficulty. You can actually set this as a harder difficulty, and it probably would have been confusing to get through. But that's kind of a joke right there. Wasn't much of a challenge at all. Alright, I want to explore this other way first. And I'm curious about this staircase that Bro is blocking from the other side. Oh, now we can move this. Okay. In case I fall off the ledge again. Dust Stone for Chandelure. Or Aegis Slash. Not bad. This guy's got to have a powerful team if he's just chilling on right above that rock climb thing. Alright, what do we got going on here? Falling asleep at her post. Well. Oh, damn. I was gonna say it's not gonna matter if I could still get up there. Alright, let's fight this chick and see if there's an item down here. Haha! Why are you laughing? I'll smash you like I smash these rocks with my bare hands. Alright, chill. No chance of that happening. She got a Timber. It's actually a pretty powerful Pokemon. Well, it will be, but not yet. Let's bulldoze it. I should actually probably switch up my lead real quick, but just to top everybody off at 40. Although, I don't really need to because they're probably going to get there anyway. Alright, I'm going to rip a Home Claw since this Timber will just KO itself next time it touches me. So this is like a free +1 and still get the KO anyway. Yep. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Everybody else was either at 38 or 39, so I feel like they should still get to 40 by the time I get to the summit here, wherever I'm going up the mountain. I don't even know. Alright, we're just getting slapped around by all these Timbers and Girders here. Let's see if she's got Big Boss Conkeldurr in the bag. No, it's just a Hitmontop. I don't know why, but when I was just talking about Conkeldurr there, it made me think of back in the day when Dual Chop's still stronger. Back in the day when Black and White first came out and it was just in Japanese, because there wasn't, Pokemon back then didn't have worldwide releases. I think until Gen 6 actually might have been the first time, if not Gen 7. But back when Gen 5 first came out, it was cool because we had to play in Japanese, like the Wi-Fi battles early on. Because of course we all got our hands on it for like Wi-Fi battling and stuff before it came out in English. And so I actually learned the Japanese names of a lot of these Pokemon, and they were kind of funny. So Conkeldurr made me think of I think the translation was like Rapushin or Rapushin, something like that. And I'll never forget Darmanitan was Hihi Daruma. that was or something like that, you know. I don't remember the names exactly. And I think Jellicent was something like Burungeru. Something along those lines. And I'm trying to think of I don't remember like Crocodile and Ferrothorn and stuff like that, but I could be tripping, but I think Conkeldurr was Rapushin. That just brings back the days of like 2011, 2012, something like that. You know, battling with Shofu and Hayden and all those guys. That was the good old days right there. Alright, so we got half the team at 40, the other half at 39. I'm just going to leave Gabite in front. I think I need to rip an elixir though. Getting a little low on all this PP here. Let's refill all that. Okay. Oh, a trainer tip sign, nice. Use strength to push the boulders onto pressure plates. Useful tip, as if that wasn't extremely obvious. I just ripped an elixir too, and it looks like this chick is gonna heal me up. Is what it is. Oh, I got you, I got you. We need to read these signs, by the way, as part of a side quest. You need to read all 45 signs in the game. And speaking of, I completed the side quest yesterday for saving the game 100 times. And also at the end of the episode yesterday, that's how we got a free bottle cap as a reward for that. Nice. So she just healed. I just wasted that elixir for absolutely no reason. It don't matter. What's up, boss? This room, it's so hard to navigate through it. I mean, not really, bro. You just push the rock in the water, hop across. Fairly straightforward, honestly. Alright, Shadow Grunt with a Cacnea. It's a fire Pokemon right there. I've talked about Cacnea and Cacturne before. Great design, horrible Pokemon, but great design. I really wish Cacturne was good, man. But like all Grass Dark Pokemon just suck, unfortunately. Shiftry, even Zarude. It's just not a very good typing. But, you know, Cacturne's got really, really good offensive stats and access to Sucker Punch, which helps, you know, work around his bad speed stat. But bad defenses, bad speed. Really, the only thing Cacturne can do is just Sucker Punch. I don't know if I kill this fat rat with a dual chop. Oh, never mind. We got the crit. Not bad. Okay, Roserade gets to 40. Not bad. You got Big Haunch in the back. Yeah, I actually had kind of a fire team. Not gonna lie. It's a good little squad there. Okay. Onward we go. Okay. Gotta check the bottom right corner then. I'll always gotta check for items, because you already know I'm never gonna come back to this place. Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I bet you there's probably a choice scar for a Focus Sash over there, but I can't get it until I have Surf. That is unfortunate. I don't know, maybe there'll be a reason to come back here someday. What if I push this one over here? Because I can't push it anywhere else. Nice. Yeah, there was nowhere else to push it to. Alright, third floor. Okay, there's an exit there. This guy snipes me from across the room and just blocks the path. It's a trap. Is it though, buddy? Because if I leave this room after the battle, I reset the room and you go back to your corner and I can just walk right back up there. So, joke's on you, scrub. And all you have is a Pokeball. We're gonna bulldoze this thing into oblivion right now. Easy money. Okay. What else we got here? A Hypno. Absolutely hideous Pokemon. Bulldoze this too. Probably gonna take two though. Yeah. I'm actually surprised Hypno took that so well for being almost 10 levels behind me. But again, I'm just a Gabite. Don't have the strongest offenses. Okay. Thanks for coming out, Randall. I'll get back in your corner. Surprisingly, you can't catch any Voltorb here. They're only found daily in one of the gyms. You can catch Voltorbs inside a gym? Interesting. Oh, all that just for an iron. Imagine if that was actually something cool and for some reason, like, you come in here and you forget about resetting the rooms to move that guy out of the way. I mean, I feel like 99% of players would remember that. Oh, here, okay, here's the other side of this room. Well, I'm going to get this item then. I don't think it really matters which way I push these. Because I'm most likely going to have to leave and reset the room after pushing one the wrong way to go get this item, but... Maybe we could still do this all in one go, but... Okay, some max repel. Let me see if I can get this all the way over. No, I don't think I can. Right? No. Okay. So how do we push one onto the bottom plate? Just push it from right here, I guess. That was actually pretty easy. And there's no way to get that item over there without strength. Yeah. Okay. I mean, did I just say strength? I meant surf, obviously. I'm using strength right now. Was there an item on that island? I don't remember. I don't know what happens if I push it on that other spot there, so I'm gonna do this and then push it over. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm actually stuck here now. No shot, I have to go reset the room again. Yeah, there's no other boulder hiding over here. Well, you hate to see it. Oh, I can go this way. It's not going to take that long, though. Whoops. I mean, I was going to do that regardless because I want to know what that item was. Well, there was no item, but there was obvious there would be a hidden one there. That's alright, we get right back to where we were. No, never mind. I was wondering if I could push that strength boulder like across and then push it back over, but it wouldn't work that way. Oh, what's up, legend? I didn't even see that. Thank you, man. Morning. Dude's hot on our trails. I better go warn Marlin. Yeah, you should run away. You don't want to fight me. I'll beat your ass right now. Okay, so we may have a battle with Marlin here. I don't remember who Marlin is in this game. It's obviously another one of the admins. Hello? That caught me off guard. Where did I go? I don't know. But the one that we had a problem with was Ivory before. But I don't remember who Marlin is and what kind of mons that guy has. Feel those tremors? Good luck getting to the top of that mountain now. That ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep it pushing. How you doing this morning, legend? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. Hoobat. We're just gonna go ahead and dual chop this Hoobat. Not gonna lie, I meant to click home claws right there, but I hit the wrong button. So we just adjusted on the fly, and I made it seem like I meant to click home claws. I mean, dual chop, but I didn't. At this point, we're just gonna attack then. I hope we don't miss. Probably, no, yes, okay. I thought that would do more to Ariados, but... Does Pin Missile activate Rough Skin? No, it doesn't. I kind of feel like it would, but... Who would actually know the answer to that question, right? Because nobody ever uses Pin Missile. Probably just kill it with a Bulldoze now. Even though it's neutral, it's stab boosted, so it'll be strong enough. Okay. What has he got in the bag? Just a Ghastly. That definitely dies to a dual chop. We just gotta hit one. Alright, not bad. It just dies to a chop. Doesn't even need the dual part. Classic. Ghastly has no defenses, obviously. Hariyama has 198 HP now at level 40. It's kind of cracked. Not gonna lie. Okay. Easy money, baby. I feel like I'm probably getting close to the end, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and give Gabite some more milk here. Kind of took a lot of damage from that Pin Missile. Alright, there's no hidden items here. Who are you? Oh, there's a Chansey right there. Perfect. I can't even step forward. I'm like, my controller's not working. How do you climb up a mountain with no stairs? You just walk up the side of the cliff face. What kind of a stupid question is that, man? Come on now. Nuzleaf. It is kind of cool fighting all these Shadow Grunts because, like, none of them have the same Pokemon. They actually have a very large variety of Mons here. We've probably seen like 12 to 15 different Mons between like these 5 or 6 Grunts that I've had to battle. I kind of like that. It's always annoying fighting like Team Rocket when they have the same Pokemon over and over. Like they all have Zubats and everything. Especially, you know, when you're in like the, you know, in Johto when you're in the underground beneath Goldenrod, like you fight those 10, 12 trainers in a row and they like all have the same Pokemon. It gets kind of annoying. But it is cool to fight, you know, a bunch of different Grunts and like there's 0 repeating Pokemon here. I think that's way better. It was just another thing to point out of how well this game is designed and made here. Alright, Arcanine gets to 40 and that might be everybody except maybe Guardy. But oh no, okay, everyone's at 40 now. Again, apparently this is the new level cap. Alright, we're getting healed up here, and it looks like this might be the summit, so let's go up here in a second. But I wanted to finish what I was saying, but now I don't remember. So let's keep pushing. I don't even know what I was talking about. Whatever. Okay, here we go. This looks like the peak. Oh, we gotta fight some more scrubs first. Stop. How'd you get past the guard? Man, which guard? I destroyed everybody on the way up here. Easy money. Poochyena, okay. We can just bulldoze that. Although, I don't think a bulldoze would actually even kill, so I might as well rip a Home Claws. Poochyena's not very threatening at all, so why not? Yeah, just got bite. Now bulldoze kills for show, and hopefully whatever's in the back will also just get one shot. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Come on, baby. Keep sending them out, man. Easy money. Shiftry, although Shiftry probably doesn't get one shot. But it's a trash Pokemon, so it doesn't threaten me much. Yeah, it actually does die. What's a Shiftry to a Gabite anyway, you know? It ain't gonna do much. Easy money, baby. Now, you already know before you walk up the stairs, you gotta check to the left and to the right. There's gonna be an item somewhere around here. Actually, maybe this is the right way to go. That's kind of weird. Whatever. I'll make sure that I don't walk too far and enter probably what would be like a cutscene. I want to explore this summit because there's a good chance I never come back here later in the game. Alright, you got the Swoobat. Now this thing could be a threat if it has Calm Mind and Simple, but we might be able to one-shot it with Rock Tomb after a single Home Claws here, so let's try this. Heart Stamp. It is raining too, which is useful to note because in this fight, that'll boost. Well, it'll help me and hurt me. It'll boost Hisui and Samurot's water attacks, but it'll also negate Arcanine's fire attacks. But that doesn't really matter because Arcanine just has what's it called, Flame Wheel. It's a very weak attack anyway. But you know, it's cool because it will really boost the power of Razor Shells. So I'm down with that. And Samurot's holding the Mystic Water, so he's gonna hit like a truck in whatever important fight we got coming up here. And it's already been 45 minutes into the recording. Damn, that's crazy. This took a lot longer to scale this mountain than I thought it would. But there was kind of a lot of trainers here. Which would have been cool if the level cap was 45. And again, I swear that's what it said yesterday when we beat Mel. Excuse me? Why is there like two timbers back there? The heck is going on here? It's a dead end from here, bucko. Even if you beat me, you won't interrupt Marlin. Okay, I think I am actually going the right way. So after this battle, we're going to go back down the mountain and check the left side. Okay, Phantom is kind of annoying because it can have Will-O-Wisp, but I'm still going to risk the Home Claws because with 4 Pokemon, I'm not trying to miss Dual Chop. Actually, you know what? I might let Roserade get some action here. It's only like neutral with the Venoshock, but okay, he just went Horn Leech. I should just stayed in. I really didn't want to get hit with Will-O-Wisp. That would have just been annoying. However, we poison it. So even though Venoshock is neutral, it probably still kills at this point. That's not bad right there. Yeah, this definitely wouldn't have killed without the poison, but pretty sure it will now. Okay, nice. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what else you got. Rattata? Hell no. Giga Drain that boy. Easy money right here. With the Miracle Seed boost, there ain't no way this little rat is living a Giga Drain. No shot. Okay, keep sending them out, man. What else you got? That's a threat, not gonna lie. But again, I feel like Giga Drain might actually kill because it's just a Sneasel. Bro doesn't have that much defense. Yeah. I can't wait to change natures on this Roserade too, because you gotta remember this is a relaxed nature Roserade. It's not bad, right? Because Roserade's physical defense is horrendous. So getting a little 10% boost, I'll take it, but the 10% reduction to speed from the relaxed nature is actually horrible for a Pokemon like Roserade. You want it to be as fast as possible because it's so frail, right? The whole point of frail Pokemon that are strong offensively but weak defensively is you just want them to be fast. Because there's a good chance they're going to get one shot by a lot of attacks. So you want to dish out as much damage as you can and try to outspeed everything. Alright, I'm going to guess that is the correct way to go. So let's go back over here. Let's see what's going on this way. Got to go left, and I also got to go up right there. But I still don't have Rock Climb, so my options are limited. Okay, this is a dead end for just a Thunderstone. Makes sense, that would be here. On Thundercap Mountain. Alright, and what was up the first set of stairs here then? I doubt there's even wild encounters here, but I'm spraying a repel anyway. Who you is? I really hate the Pokemon around here. I didn't ask, but alright, man. Show. He's got a Houndour. I don't like Houndour, so let's bulldoze this thing into oblivion. I'm just kidding. I actually do like Houndour and Houndoom. Very, very cool Pokemon. Although, Arcanine is still the GOAT when it comes to Fire-type dog Pokemon. Again, nothing wrong with Houndour, Houndoom. Very good design Pokemon. And also, you know, pretty decent in terms of viability, but Arcanine's way better, man. Way better. Dual Chop this Misdrevious here. Might be a one-shot. Ah, that was close. Whatever. I'm going to go for Rock Tomb since it's 95 over Dual Chop's 90. Little bit better odds to hit. Of course, I can't go for the 100% accurate Bulldoze because that Pokemon has Levitate. If you couldn't tell, it's floating off the ground there. But again, even with Pokemon logic, that doesn't mean they're all levitating. Bro, why is there so many sets of stairs here? We find another rope, which is cool, I guess. But I have access to fly now. Another fence with Girder, and this... Is this Cynthia? No, I'm just kidding. It's just another grunt. I have the key to free the Pokemon, but you're not getting it. You want to bet? Who are you to try to stop me, man? You only have 2 Pokemon. You could throw out a Dialga and a Palkia right now, and I would still cook you. Okay. Hold on. I can't be talking shit. This is actually a really, really good Pokemon. Probably outspeed an Oko Gabite. With an Ice move. So with that being said, hold on. Hold on. We're about to go Samurott here. Because I resist your dual stab. Now, of course, Weavile does get fighting attacks too, but you ain't going to click one against a Gabite there. So you go Icy Wind to drop my speed. Doesn't matter, you're already faster. And why do you have special attacks on a Weavile? That's the real question here. Like, who uses special attacks on Weavile? I'm just going to OHKO this thing with Revenge right now. Easy money. I do need to look up after this recording today, like a better move for Samurott, though. Because Samurott actually does get access to pretty good attacks. I'm not going to lie. And since I evolved this thing yesterday, I never went back to Crater Town to check what I could get with a heart scale. If I remember, I'll fly back there before ending the episode today. Oh, perfect. Night Slash the Gengar. But like, Aqua Jet, Night Slash are going to stay on this thing the whole way. Razor Shell is cool. You know, 90 base power is really good, but 95 accuracy is kind of annoying. So I might see if there's like 100%. Maybe I'll give it Waterfall eventually, but if I can get Liquidation for now until I find Waterfall, I'd rather have that over Razor Shell. Even though Razor Shell does have a secondary effect of dropping defense, I would just rather have something like Liquidation. Liquidation can also drop defense, but not as consistently as Razor Shell does. But Revenge is, you know, not really needed on Samurott because I have Hariyama and I got close combat on Arcanine too. I mean, it's not bad. Like, fighting coverage on this guy's not bad. We find a barrier key. Okay. A key that disengages the Shadow's electric barrier in Thundercap Mountain. The other grunts are going to be peeved. Well, you should have put up a better fight then. You're a scrub. Let's free these little guys back here. Disengage the barrier to free them? Hell yeah. Come on out, homies. Question is, can I go in here? I cannot. Why not? It's clearly a cave. You can definitely walk in there. Alright, now how do I get back? I think it was this way. I'm kind of glad I went and checked back this other way. Yeah. Alright, there was a chancey right at the bottom of the stairs here. I'm about to just hit this real quick. Restore my PP, because that was a lot of grunts there. But now we can free all the other girders. No, not girders. Whatever the baby's called. I only ever remember Conkeldurr and Girder because Eviolite Girder is actually viable in like NU and stuff like that. What? It disengaged this one too? I didn't even have to use the key. But what is the little baby called? Now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, doesn't matter. I genuinely can't remember though. Okay, I don't have Rock Climb for that. Timber, that's what it is. Oh, I had to do that. Okay. They're rebuilding the staircase. That's actually kind of fire. Okay. So no matter what, I actually had to go back that way. And apparently they know Rock Climb, because they just climbed right down there. Alright, let's get the show on the road here. One with the wind, one with the lightning. The all-seeing eye of the raging thunderstorm. Now, become the lightning that smites all evil. Sandkern Theron. Every time these guys go to catch Articuno and Moltres, they had a corny line like that. Interesting. Descend to me, Zapdos. Shake the sky and let thunder roar. Come forth, the stormy clouds in which you dwell. Oh, hell no. Let me capture that thing, man. You already got your shot with the other two. Finally, the very last key appears in front of us. And now... What the... What? It knocked out that Shadow Warrior in a single blow. Yeah, that's because Zapdos is the GOAT. In terms of the three legendary birds from Kanto, right? Everybody knows that Zapdos wins the 1v1 versus Articuno and also wins the 1v1 versus Moltres. Great Pokemon. Defensively, you know, put this thing in the rain, give it 100% accurate Hurricanes and Thunders, HP Ice back in the day, Heavy Duty Boots today, Rocky Helmet, Static, Bold Nature. You already know, man. What? It knocked out that Shadow Warrior and okay, I already read that, my bad. I was talking too much, I forgot. So much for its electrical resistance. All remaining Shadow Warriors restrain Zapdos. Yeah, good luck with that, Chief. Bro just clicked Hurricane and they all went flying. So that's its discharge attack. I guess that works as well. Well, Zapdos, you leave me no choice. These guys have Master Balls, by the way. It's not fair. He's gonna sling one at him right now, I bet. What? He's got a Crocodile. Okay. Nice try, Zapdos. But I don't make the same mistake twice. Crocodile, use Stone Edge. There you go. He's going to get a critical hit. Watch. You already know that's what Stone Edge does, baby. Come on. Now, Zapdos, it's time for you to finally be ours. Okay. Again, this guy has Master Balls. I don't know why he had to use Stone Edge there, but okay. Let's just play along with it. That took a lot longer than I expected. Yeah, because you didn't need to attack it. Now, all that's left to do is rendezvous at the Ruins of Void. Not so fast, buddy. You got to get through me first. You again. What were those guards doing? Nothing. They all got wiped. I had them all stationed to prevent you or that green-hatted boy from interfering. Or even destroyed the stairs behind me. Oh, I even destroyed the stairs behind me. And yet, here you are. How did you manage to pull it off? Because I'm the GOAT. Next question. It would take a monumental amount of stubbornness to not realize it was supposed to be impossible. But, no matter how it happened, no matter that you're here now, none of it changes the fact that I have Zapdos in my possession. Well, I got a Gabite, so what are you gonna do, man? With its power in my hands, there's no chance you'll be able to stop me from leaving. And if you think there is, then I will show you firsthand the power of Zapdos, the power of a legendary Pokemon. Let's dance, man. What are you gonna do, chump? Come on. What's stopping me from clicking Home Claws turn 1? Tell me right now. Yeah, you see it was in a Master Ball right there. So bro clicked Stone Edge to weaken it before he threw the Master Ball. This guy might be an idiot. I don't know. Of course, Zapdos has pressure. I mean, that's better than having static. Let's boost up here. And if this thing has Hidden Power Ice, I might just punch my computer. That would be OP. Okay, he's just got Light Screen. Could you imagine if they just gave it HP Ice? Knowing that I picked Gabite as my starter. Easy money, this will be a 2-shot. Oh. Actually, yeah. I wasn't very confident in that, but I said it anyway because I thought it would. Drill Peck? Are you dumb? Yo, chill with the crits, boss. What are you doing, man? Well, I guess Gabite won't be able to sweep this guy's whole team then. It's gonna go to Crocodile with the Intimidate, probably. Dusclops? At level 42? You're cheating, man. You broke the, what's it called? Level cap. That's okay. This guy still sucks. Dusclops is kind of funny, though. Do you think it clicks Will-O-Wisp? Because I could go into Hariyama. I have Guts on Hariyama. And he does have a Light Screen up, so I don't want to go Guardy or Roserade. And knowing that Gabite is faster than Zapdos, we can just kill it with a raw Rock Tomb. I don't even need the +1 anymore. Please click Will-O-Wisp. Damn, Ice Punch. Makes sense why he went into that, but... Dude, all I ever do is switch this Hariyama in on Pokemon that know Will-O-Wisp or even Thunder Wave, and I never get status. It's really annoying. One of these days, man, I'm gonna get burnt. That's all I'm asking for. Please burn me right now. He had an Eviolite. Kind of shy, so I wasn't expecting that. Confuse Ray doesn't actually count as a status. It is a status condition, but it doesn't count towards activating Guts. But now do I kill with Knockoff? Because it's a lot weaker. It's only 65 base power now, but you don't have the Eviolite anymore. I feel like I do around the same damage. He probably still lives this. Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit less. Okay. That's going to do a good chunk, but again, we got the Pokemon with almost 200 HP here. So it's like the best thing to take a Nightshade. And we only get confused for 1 turn. Easy money. Hariyama putting in the finest work right now. Switching that Crocodile so I can revenge it real quick. Even though if it does have Intimidate, it probably lives it. Zapdos? Buddy, catch this Frozen Fist, man. Although you're faster and you kill with Drill Peck, huh? We can go to Arc to Intimidate it. And then I would still outspeed it and just kill it with E-Speed, maybe. Wait, who did I give the Rocky Helmet to? Wasn't it Arcanine? Yeah. Watch this, watch this. We switch into Arcanine on this Drill Peck. He gets chipped by the Rocky Helmet, and we finish it with E-Speed. Or Crunch, doesn't really matter. But no joke, he might live the fire attack in the rain. So I'm not clicking that. Now, we know Gabite outsped this thing, right? And Arcanine is actually faster than my Gabite, but just in case I'm misremembering, I'm going to click E-Speed. There's no reason to click Crunch right there in that situation. So just go for that. And that is a dead Zapdos. Easy money. And that's why noobs like you should not be catching legendary Pokemon. You should leave those for me, man. Somebody who actually knows how to utilize their power. No shot you catch a Zapdos and then just do nothing with it, right? Intimidate is annoying, but I do have close combat. Like, yes, I'll die to Earthquake, but I'd be willing to sacrifice Arcanine. Additionally, I could go Roserade, but, you know, she wouldn't take it very well either. I'm just going to rip a CC, but at -1, you most likely live this. I kind of wanted to 6-0 this noob, but we'll let him get 1 KO. That's alright. Stomping Tantrum. Name change, but obviously at the -1 defense, I'm going to die to that. But we can easily revenge with a whole litany of attacks here. We got Giga Drain, we got Aqua Jet. We got something to hit this thing super effective on basically everybody except Gabite, because Gardevoir's got the Dazzling Gleam and Magical Leaf. Hariyama's got Fighting Attacks and Ice Punch. But I kind of want to click Aqua Jet. I don't think I've even clicked this thing once since I learned it at level 34. So because of the rain, that would have killed, but let's see what he goes into. A Water Absorb user. Perfect. Jackass. Okay. Touche. Touche. What's stopping me from getting up a T-Spike with Roserade? The answer is nothing. So that's what we're going to do right now. Yeah, go ahead and Needle Arm all you want, Chief. I got an answer for everything you can send out right now. And we get the Poison Point. Dude, Roserade's Poison Point is so clutch in this playthrough. Now this thing gets destroyed by Venoshock. But first, hold on. First we're getting up a layer, right? Because we're going to poison that. Yeah. What's up now, man? Sucker Punch. Dumbass Cacturn. We're getting up a layer for Crocodile, but also whatever else he's going to have in the back. Although it's fairly obvious Crocodile was probably the ace of this guy, because the fact that he used it in battle against Zapdos. But yeah, this guy's getting absolutely packed up right now. This is no challenge at all. And I bet you, even though I'm relaxed nature, I bet you I outspeed that Krook and I can Giga Drain it. Oh, he's got a Swoobat, which dodges the spikes. This thing could actually be a problem if it sets up Calm Minds. It actually is. That's a big problem for my team. So I think, I mean, Samurot's the best thing I can deal with it, actually. But it's about the only thing, because this guy gets cooked by the Psychic and Flying attacks. Guardy couldn't damage it much after Calm Minds, and Gabite would also get fried. But I mean, luckily I don't think it would have a way to hit Samurott besides Air Slash. So I'm gonna go ahead and Stun Spore it. Okay, just take me out with Air Slash. That's better. We don't want to get hit with the. I didn't want to let it set up Calm Minds. That would have been a problem with this thing's ability. But now we go to Samurott. We Night Slash it. Even if you switch back to Crocodile, that dies too. And then we finish this thing off later. Unless I get flinched 4 times in a row, it's the only way he wins right here. Yeah, GG's, scrub. Even if he lived that, don't worry, we got Aqua Jet, you know. And now speaking of, we Aqua Jet Crocodile in the back, who's only got 30% HP left, so even at -1, a rain boosted Aqua Jet still gets the job done here. Easy money, baby. And there you go. GG's. Now hand over that Zapdos, scrub. Let an actually talented trainer possess the power of the legendary Pokemon. Because you clearly don't got the sauce, Marlin. Alright? Even with the legendary Pokemon, it all amounted to nothing. You want to know why? Because you're going to amount to nothing, Chief. And you're going to get kicked out of the shadows at some point. So, it's over for me. Yeah. Next question. Zapdos destroyed all of my Shadow Warriors, and the grunts I brought to the mission have all been defeated. I concede. I can't stop you from taking Zapdos from me by force. I really hope that happens, but it's probably not going to happen. Fine. Then I'll release Zapdos back into the wild, okay? I'll give you my word that I won't go after it. Alright, that's cap. You know these guys have nefarious intentions of reverting Hoopa back to its unbound form, so I don't buy that for a second, man. Okay. I mean, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, so now we got to meet up with Jax in Epitome Town to discuss our next move. Wait a minute, does that mean I still can't go the other way? Hold on, hold on. Let me check the map. That is kind of cool though, right? Because they still have Articuno. Oh, Epitome Town's right here. I thought that was like up this way or something. Because I'm trying to go back to Ptarmigan. Alright, let's go talk to Jax here. But that is cool that out of the 3 Pokemon, right, they still have Articuno and Moltres. But they released Zapdos back, which is the best of the 3, so I'll take that because I do want to catch that guy. Now, I did find an escape rope when I was climbing up here. Does that actually work? And I throw the rope off the cliff, and it, you know, I just crawl right back down the mountain. Let's see if this works. Pokemon logic, you never know. It looks like it will work. Not bad. Okay. Quick way down the mountain. And of course, Jax just appears out of nowhere on a Staraptor. What's up, Bit? How you doing, man? Please tell me you have good news for me. Zapdos, is it? Really? That's amazing. I thought for sure Marlin would escape with Zapdos, even if you defeated him. And you say he just let it go? Yeah. I didn't leave him much of a choice. I beat his ass. Guess even he knew how to fold, huh? Well, if Zapdos is safe, we can take a well-earned breather for the time being. Oh yeah, you're taking on the gym challenge, right? Yeah, that's the whole point, Chief. In that case, you should probably check out Ptarmigan Mansion. It's not exactly an official gym, but think of it as like a gym 4.5. I heard that if you can defeat the successor of the mansion, you'll be able to wield an incredible new power. Okay. What kind? Haha, that would be spoiling the surprise. Man, shut up, Jags. But let's not take too long of a break. We can't forget the shadows are still out there, and they still have Moltres and Articuno. Luckily, I finished talking with Grandpa, and I think I might know how to get him back. Once you're finished with Ptarmigan Mansion, head north towards Route 12. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll meet up with you in Dihara City. We can go over the plan to rescue them from the shadows once you arrive. Alright, see you then. Okay. Now, we're about an hour, 10 minutes in. I really want to do this whole mansion today, so this might be a juicer of an episode, like closer to 2 hours. You're really amazing, dude. This guy's like whispering to himself. Bro, I'm like 3 feet behind you. Can't you like have a conversation with yourself like after you fly away? I don't, you know. What is this guy doing? I mean, all by yourself. Staraptor, let's go. Yeah. Like once you're flying on Staraptor, then you can talk to yourself, but don't be doing that shit out in the open, man. That's a little... Please get out the way, ma'am. Thank you. This guy's still sleeping on the bench. This was a side quest right here. This poor bastard has no house, and he's like, hey, please find me a house to live somewhere in Boreas. So we will complete that mission because we're, you know, nice guy. But I don't know exactly where to find this house at, but we will figure it out. Oh, I'm back at the Pokemon Center, and let me show you this Zygarde. Again, Zygarde is Dragon Ground typing, and I have a better Dragon Ground type with Garchomp, so we're not going to use Zygarde, but I do actually like Zydog as a Pokemon, and this thing has insane stats. Well, gift Pokemon like this, like my Hisui and Samurott, they come with 3 S-tier IVs or perfect IVs. Oh, wrong button. Now, you might be laughing that it's a timid nature, and I don't blame you, but again, you can change natures in this game, so that doesn't matter. What matters is the IVs, and look at those. I was gonna keep resetting until I got S in attack and speed, and I did get it along with an S in HP, and then we got A's for both the defensive stats, so I mean, this is a flawless Pokemon. It's pretty sick. Now again, I don't plan on using that because it'd be kind of weird to have 2 Dragon Ground types on the same team, but you never know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and spray another Repel here. Even though I'm in town, but I'm about to go right back through a cave. Now, we still can't get this Pokeball behind the Zapdos statue because I don't have Surf. So we gotta head back through the cliff cave here. And probably just waste all 200 steps on this Repel that I just sprayed. But that's okay, man. Don't worry. I actually don't have to do this because I have Fly. But I forgot to pull a Trumbeak out of the box. Honestly, there wasn't much to this cave though. That was like the whole thing right there. I think I need a rock climb or something like that to explore it further. We can't do much in the cliff cave yet, but I feel like there's definitely something going on here to this place. But yeah, that was a waste of about a minute climbing up this mountain here when I have fly. So we did this yesterday, so we already beat all these trainers, and now we're back. Now, if this is like the first episode you're seeing in the YouTube playlist, this guy right here sitting on the bench is the NPC that gives you the item, the Dream Mist item that lets you change into your hidden ability. So if you're playing this game for the first time yourself, definitely don't forget to talk to this guy, because that's how you get hidden ability. And obviously for, you know, some Pokemon, the hidden ability is better than the other two abilities that it has. And definitely the case for Garchomp. Sandvale's kind of trash. Okay, last time we were here, this guy was blocking the entrance, so let's see what he says now. My family has owned Ptarmigan Mansion for generations. In fact, my ancestors were responsible for the formation of Ptarmigan Town itself. As such, I'd like to sit here and watch the town every now and then. Don't just sit around like me, youngster. Carpe diem, child. Seize the day. Alright, old man. We're gonna seize this Mega Evolution bracelet, though, I'll tell you that. Surprised to see me here, champ in the making? Great to see you're taking up the mansion's challenge. Have some of the finest fresh water taken from the pond out back. This guy keeps giving me water that, you know, is not clean. It happened in the previous gym. He like scooped some water out of the... He's like, here, man. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'd rather have this milk that I got on me. Let's start off with Successor Maxima. She's in charge around here, but unlike regular gym leaders, she doesn't use any specific Pokemon. Bringing a well-rounded team prepared for anything will do you a word of good. Look at my team, brother. It's pretty well-rounded. I think I'll be alright. As for how to get to her, somewhere in the mansion, a switch is hidden in a statue. Great. Flip that switch, it'll open up a new passage down to Max, but this is going to take a long time to figure out. Good luck. Unless it's right here. Imagine. Okay, well, this could take a while, but I'm still going to try to figure it out. Let's start by going this way. I found the server room. I guess there shouldn't be any wild encounters in here. Okay. Swing and a miss. We go again. Check the other corner. There's going to be a lot of battles in here. Alright. Do you know about the secrets of this mansion? No, I don't know anything about this mansion, man. The only one I'm familiar with is the one on Cinnabar Island back in Kanto. Andy's got a Starmie. Not ideal. Could have Ice Beam. But I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit, and we'll kill it with 2 bulldozes here. You ain't got the sauce, man. Okay, we don't actually quite kill it with 2 bulldozes. And that's my sign to switch out of here. And go to Roserade. Although that's a bad idea, because it could go for the Psychic attack. Let's just go Guardy instead. Kill it with Shockwave. Yeah. That would have been a really... I was like predicting the water move, but I was like, wait. It's a goodbye. Why would he go water move? Because first instinct was to switch into Roserade for the stronger grass attacks, right, than this Shockwave is, but Guardy's so damn powerful that it's still enough to finish it off. Okay. And of course you have a Weavile. That's alright. I mean, I OHKO you back with Dazzling Gleam, but I could take a big hit here. Never mind, it's just Shard. Okay. Not bad, not bad. As long as this thing isn't Sash, which it would be random if just a generic NPC had like a Sash Weavile, but you never know, you never know. Okay. So I guess we now know where the next gym is. It's in Dahara City. There's a random rope chilling on the table. Now Dahara City was the big one north of where I am now. It's like the next city up north. So that's cool. And I'm kind of curious about Dahara, right? Because look at it, it's like 3 times the size of every other city. So we won't get there today. I'm gonna finish up the episode after doing this Mega Evolution thing, but it is cool because potentially, you know, gym badge tomorrow. We'll have to see. Somewhere in this house resides Successor Maxima. If you find her, she'll give you something special. Yeah, so I've been told, man. What is this? Carbos again. Team is fully EV trained, so we're just gonna sell that for a little cash. a switch hidden in one of the statues in the mansion. If you manage to find it, it will open up a new passageway. There are plenty of different healing methods available to you in the mansion. It's honestly a little redundant. That's okay. We're going to take advantage of it anyway. Alright, so we checked top left. Now we're checking top right, and then I'll check the two bottom ones after. There's nothing in there. Hurrah! The power of Mega Evolution will be mine. Nah. Because your journey ends here, brother. I'm gonna send your ass back to the Pokemon Center to heal up your team. And Guardy might actually be a good lead in this situation. Everybody's just chilling here with, like, Pokemon weak to Fairy. Interesting. Huh? He's got dual chop himself? That's alright. I think I might lead Guardian and just go from there. Although, watch, I will, and then it'll be like a bad matchup. We've been using Gabite a lot this episode. I think it's time to let someone else get in on the action. And Guardy is honestly like the strongest mon on my team. Primeape, do we one-shot that with dual chop? I don't think so. Yeah, we do, actually. I wouldn't have at neutral, obviously, but +1 is just enough. Alright, let's let Gabite chug some milk, and then I'm gonna switch Guardy in front, too. This bag is still a little confusing to navigate. The good news is it's only 3 pages, right? You have, like, regular items. Oh, I meant to show off that. So you got regular items on the right side, then you got the key items in the middle, and Pokeballs on the left. So it's a fairly simple bag, which is nice, but it like goes in the wrong order. To try to get over to the left, like you have to go to the right. I don't know, it's weird. Or am I really gonna have to sit here and talk to all these statues? This is gonna take a while. Oh yeah, I gotta put Gardevoir in front. Let's try this. What's up, Grandma? Child, where do you think you're going? To get my hands on a Mega Ring. Where are you going, Granny? Frostlass? Perfect, and I just put my Psychic type in front. Now we got a Ghost type. With Confused Ray, great. That's annoying. That's alright, Guardy. You can fight through this, come on. There we go. Although it's not going to one-shot a Frostlass. Not bad. Of course, Curse Body activates, though. You already knew that was going to happen. Alright, we're confused and we don't have Dazzling Gleam. And you sent out a Meow. To Samurott we go. Okay. Light Screen? Joke's on you, buddy. Never mind, joke's on me. Wait, what? Oh yeah, why is the animation taking forever to go off? Okay, he's got the Colbur. Obviously gonna live even if I get a crit, but let's see if we can crit through the because if I don't get one here, the Reflect is gonna help it live, but if I crit through the Reflect, then we'll kill it. Okay. That's alright. Meowstick is garbage. It's not gonna do anything back to me. Besides Sucker Punch, it's just going to have stab psychic attacks, which obviously I'm immune to. That's why it's clicking Sucker. Alright, what else you got in the back? Altaria. Interesting. With Reflect up, this is still going to take like 3 hits to KO this thing. 4. We get put to sleep, which is annoying. It kind of makes me want to just switch to Guardian. Revenge this thing with the D-Gleam. Normally I would switch to Hariyama, but he's too slow. He's going to get put to sleep as well by Sing. Because I would love to punch this cotton ball in the face with a Frozen Fist. But you already know it would just click Sing and hit it. So I was kind of hoping that Guardia would be faster because we know Hariyama's not going to be. Okay. Now, I probably shouldn't do this, but the Chansey was just right here at the bottom of the stairs, so even though the purple-haired NPC below Chansey said there was a bunch of healing options, but in case they're lying, I'd rather just go back and heal. Okay. Bunch of ordinary statues. I may not be as old as some of the other women here, but I'm just as powerful. I'll be the judge of that. Send them out. That's Cap. You're definitely not as powerful if you have a Venomoth. Although, I'm not going to lie, I like Venomoth as a Pokemon. It's just not very good. But it's definitely one of my favorite bug types. But I mean, if we're going to talk Quiver Dance, right, it all starts with the GOAT, Volcarona. There's nobody else even close to that level. But it was cool to see Venomoth get it, right? But yeah, it's just nowhere near the same level as Volcarona. Alright, Gardevoir gets stung by a bunch of bees. Not very good, but that's okay. We shrug it off, and we electrocute this thing into oblivion here. Easy money, baby. Just keep it pushing. This chick was saying she's just as strong as everybody else, and she had 2 bug types. So, anyway, oh, can't forget that sign. Okay, there is another Chansey here. Oh, hell no. There's way too many statues in here. This is OD. We might be here for a hot minute. What's up, buddy? Oh, I didn't know you were going to go that way. Let's meet him right here at the stairs. Welcome to the top floor, kid. Thanks. You know. Now give me your cash. Samuel. What kind of Ninetales? Okay, the fire one. Probably just 2-shot with Psybeam, although Ninetales does have good Spit F, so this might not 2-shot. It probably won't, even if I hit through the confusion. So depending on the damage here, if it says over half, I'll stay in. If not, okay, it does. I was just gonna go to Samurott and like Razor Shell it. Damn, I get lucky with confusion in this playthrough. A lot of times I only get confused for 1 turn, which is crazy. Normally, it always seems to last like 3 or 4 turns. So I'll definitely take this. This is like that Spider-Man meme when they're both pointing at each other. But my Gardevoir is way stronger than yours, Chief. I'm going to show you why right here. My Dazzling Gleam does over half. Yours is not going to. Not even in the same ballpark here. You're in the minor leagues. I'm in the major leagues, kid. Don't forget that. And then got one more in the back. What you got? What you got? Nidoking? Oh, hell no. This would kill me with a poison attack, but I don't think it would live Psybeam. Speaking of, when the heck do I get Psychic, man? I'm tired of Psybeam. It's just way too weak at 65 base power. I need the power, man. Although, if I do find the Mega Gardevoir Stone, I guess Psybeam's still going to destroy everything. Okay, got a double battle there. This place is confusing. How does it feel to know that your opponents are growing stronger? Yeah, because they don't have to play by the same rules that I do with having the level cap. You know what, Tom Clancy? It's okay, because I'm still going to beat ass. Actually, that guy looked more like Dan Clancy. Alright. Let's go ahead and use Magical Leaf. He's got a Rindo. Again, that trips me up. Like, why does the animation take so long to go off? It's because it's got to calculate the berry first. I thought for like a half second, I thought I missed. But I was like, wait, Magical Leaf is 100% accuracy. And actually, it's even better. It's like Shockwave. It can't miss. So that did confuse me for a half second until I saw the berry start to activate. Okay. And a Piloswine. I definitely do not one-shot this with Magical Leaf, so we're going to go to Samurott here. Hit him up with a Razor Shell. This Piloswine is level 37. I'm pretty sure that's the same level that Candace's Piloswine was. We saw Candace up in... why does everybody have a... It's got a Pachot. Everybody's got the berries in here. We saw Candace up in Blizzard City where the 3rd gym was. And the level cap there was only 32. So it was kind of tough when her Piloswine was at 37. It was like outspeeding everything on my team. But we got, you know, for those who don't know, we got a little rivalry going on right now with Candace. She was the one who caused my Emerald Rogue attempt to get cut short on that initial clear for part 1 on the YouTube playlist. So then, you know, we got her back here in this game a few days later. I stream Emerald Rogue on the weekends. So she got us first in Emerald Rogue, and then we got revenge to tie up the series at 1 game apiece, right? We're going to a 5-game series here with Candace. So we were tied at 1 game apiece. And then the past weekend, I ran it back in Emerald Rogue again. However, as you might be able to guess, we lost to Candace again. And, what is this? Zinc. So now Candace is up 2 games to 1, but don't worry. We're gonna finish the series here shortly. Who are you, and why are you here? I'm Dude, and I'm gonna be the champion of the Boreas region. You know? Next question. Alright, Ted. It was actually a bad matchup for Guardy. So here's the thing, man, right? 5-game series against Candace. She's up 2 games to 1, so I gotta win both the last 2 games. However, how that's gonna go down is we're gonna play Emerald Rogue again this upcoming weekend, which will be what is that? Let me look at the calendar here on the computer. Saturday, August 23rd or Sunday, August 24th, either one. That's gonna be the next battle against Candace. I'm gonna tie up the series at 2 games apiece, and then once we finish this playthrough, my next playthrough I'm thinking about is gonna be Renegade Platinum. We'll play through, you know, regular Sinnoh. I've heard Renegade Platinum was pretty cool. And I haven't been through Sinnoh in a while since Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So once we see Candace in her gym back in Sinnoh, that's going to be the 5th and final game of our 5-game series. You think this thing's levitate or heat proof? Let's find out. Nice, it was actually heat proof. So yeah, we got our work cut out for us, right? Kind of put myself in a hole here being down 2 games to 1, but that's why it's a 5-game series. We're going to be alright. Now, hold on, let me check this statue. Oh. Did we figure it out? Probably not. That probably just opened a door somewhere. So, what was I going to say about Candace? Oh, it opened this door, okay. I'm actually going to switch up my lead. I feel like Samurot's kind of good in this place here. Let's let him get some action here. Oh, it's a double battle, right. Hariyama still has fake outs. We're about to do this. Send up the beef to the front of the party. But this guy is going to have fire types as well, so that's works out having Samurott up there. Look at my super duper mega awesome Pokemon. You probably don't even have a Mega, bro. Unless you have a Yanmega. But your ass ain't powerful enough to yield the Mega Ring. We got Jameis Winston over here with his Banette. That actually is a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. It's not bad. But we're going to go ahead and fake out the Salazzle and then proceed to destroy it with a Razor Shell. I would fake out Banette, but I can't because it's a Ghost type. Okay. Imagine taking 50% from a weak-ass fake out. That's crazy. Salazzle's a cool Pokemon, but it obviously doesn't have any defenses. More up Glass Cannon. We got the double dark attack for this Ghost, though. Who else? You got an Arcanine? Don't have Intimidate. Damn it. Now they're gonna live both these attacks. Gonna Razor Shell the Arcanine and knock off Banette, but definitely both gonna survive after Intimidate. Just barely. I don't know if Retaliate actually got boosted right there. Yeah, it definitely did. Because I thought it was the Banette that used Retaliate, but it was Arcanine. We'll Jet Arc and knock off this guy again. Oh, he's got E-Speed. Not bad. Oh, okay. The thing I was gonna say about Candace and Emerald Rogue. So obviously I did upload part 1 to YouTube because it was a pretty funny stream. We only ended up getting like 5 gym badges. Candace was number 6. Again, the gym leaders come at random in Emerald Rogue, so you never know what order you're gonna get them in. So like I had a Scissor at the very beginning of the game. My starter was Darumaka, who's in the thumbnail for it. But we got a Scissor before the first gym leader too, and the first gym leader ended up being the rock type guy, and I was like, well, Scissor's gonna OHKO everything with Bullet Punch. But of course, bro had a Soul Rock with Flare Blitz, right? And I lost Scissor at the first gym, which was just awful. So Ice Punch this pumpkin. Now, obviously, Scissor, I didn't have Swords Dance hit, but I had Bullet Punch, so, you know, that's a Pokemon that could have carried me throughout the whole run there. So, you know, kind of sent me, and I struggled to keep things going from there. We did get all the way to 6 gym badges, or 5, and we lost to Candace at gym 6. But look, man, that's the thing about Emerald Rogue. Normally when you fight the first like 2 gym leaders, they just have like Ember and Tackle and Trash moves like that. So I kind of thought Soul Rock would only have Ember and Rock Throw. So I was like, Scissor can live in Ember, you know, even though it's 4 times weak to it. But no, it was a Flare Blitz on the first gym. So it's whatever, you know. Again, if I had Scissor, we would have absolutely destroyed Candace as well. I guess I don't have to check all these other statues, although maybe that's a Dragon Tamer. Let me put Guardy back in front for that. So, again, I'm still forgetting to... Well, I didn't forget, but I still haven't got to the point I was trying to make about part 2. So even though I uploaded part 1 to YouTube on the Emerald Rogue, in part 2, when we lost to Candace again, I didn't even get very far. So, like, nothing cool or memorable even happened in that episode. I probably still should have uploaded it, but I'm not going to because, I don't know. I just feel like it was only like an hour long. It wasn't even like a 3-hour juicer like the first one. So, I mean, looking back on it, I probably should have uploaded it, but I'm not going to. But it's going to make it kind of weird, right? Because when I go back to record part 3, I'm now going to refer to it as part 2 because there is no part 2. Even though there was, but I never uploaded it, so it's kind of weird. And that's my bad. Another reason I should have, but it's too late now because I was mad after losing to Candace, so I didn't even hit like a YouTube outro and, you know, say what I do in every video about thanking people for watching and that I hope they have a good rest of the day, because it's important to say that at the end of every video, regardless of whatever happens, right? And I thought about doing it, hitting the signature outro, but like I was reflecting on the loss the second time from Candace, and it was like, you know, looking back at the whole run, it was only like the 3rd or 4th gym, and nothing noteworthy or memorable happened. So I just figured I was just gonna bag it. Like, of course, it's still up there as a Twitch VOD, but I guess this is probably the right way to go. But I'm kind of curious if there's like items anywhere. Whatever. Let's go check this first. So again, it's not gonna get uploaded. I should have uploaded it, but I feel like if I was watching it, it's like you didn't even get that far. It's not that cool. So I don't really need to moo milk anybody. Why is there a chef? What's he cooking up in the kitchen over there? You won't make it past here. Yes, I will, buddy. Where are we at in the recording? About hour 35. Okay. That's not bad. I actually thought this was going to take a lot longer. I wasn't sure what to expect here. Usually the episodes have been going about a, you know, hour 35, hour 40, something like that. So we're kind of right in line with that. Again, assuming we only have like 10 minutes to go to finish this off, that'd be like perfect, around an hour 45. It's not bad at all. So yeah, at the end of the day, at the time we're recording this, today is Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. We are currently down 2 games to 1 in our best of 5 with Candace. So I gotta win both of the last 2. But I will, so I'm not worried about it at all. It's not a big deal. But it just, you know, you gotta lock in and be on your A game. No more messing around. Because you know, you can kind of mess around and have fun with things when you got 5 games to play with, right? But once you're facing elimination, now we're in a must-win scenario for both of the last 2. So, you know, easy money. But again, we gotta lock in and not mess around too much. I'm kind of feeling an Arcanine lead right here. I don't know why. Just watch it be a water type. I'm the last trainer before you face Maxima. Are you ready? I am, but there's still a lot of items I haven't grabbed yet, so I guess I could just do it after the fact. I don't have to run back for him now. Crobat's a decent matchup for Arcanine. I just don't have a strong fire move is the only problem. My bro's got inner focus too. Like Flame Wheel probably doesn't even do half, which is pathetic. Let's find out here. Oh, Rocky Helmet. That's actually gonna help me two-shot him. That's funny. And I burn him. So I might be able to pick it off with E-Speed from this range then. Damn, Rocky Helmet plus burn was... Well, Rocky Helmet wasn't lucky, but obviously burn was lucky. Yeah. Lets me pick him off. Not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know Flame Wheel could get burns. That's how irrelevant this attack is. And nobody ever uses that. Of course you have a Marowak though. Let's go to Roserade and just drain the life out of this thing. Send it back to the Pokemon Tower in Kanto. Let it become a spirit again. We're gonna suck all that HP and get right back to full. You already know. And then the looks of this mansion, similar to the one in Kanto on the Cinnabar Island. It looks like we're just gonna full send it off this ledge here and drop down to the next floor. I do remember that from back in Kanto. Licky, licky. Hell no. Let's see if Giga Drain's strong enough to two-shot. I do got that Miracle Seed on me. So yeah, that helps a little bit. I don't have the Miracle Seed on me anymore. We'll get it right back after the battle. Might allow this thing to live the hit though. We'll have to see. Okay. I didn't think it would, but it was kind of like right in the range. Miracle Seed, you know, they only give you like a 10% or 20% boost. It's not that much. It's been changed over the years. That's why I said 10 or 20. But yeah, we get the Miracle Seed back. All right. Let's see who this Maxima is. And claim our Mega Bracelet here. Kind of looks like Claire. Oh, nice. There's a Zygarde cell. Wait, can I open this as like a quick access back? That's kind of fire, because I want to see what these other items are. I wasn't going to do this, but now that I'm back here, I bet you there's no more trainers. It's just bottom left will lead to one item on the table, and the bottom right probably goes to the kitchen. Yeah, this was the one I was just seeing. I guess we'll fight this guy, why not? Okay. Oh no, yeah, I thought maybe it wasn't a battle. But again, fighting these guys is kind of pointless at this point, because I've been level capped at 40 for the last hour. So I'm not even getting any experience, but... And on top of that, the money, like I said... I mentioned it a few times throughout this playthrough, but I think I said it earlier that you basically have access to infinite amounts of money here in this game. If you just go back and train in the house in Dresco, you get infinite amount of money. Don't T-Wave me, bro. This could be just as annoying if I freeze or get paralyzed from it. Okay, not bad. Alright, so we're about to fight Maxima, but first, now that we found this item, I gotta go to the other side and into the kitchen there. See what that was. Kadabra? I got something for you, boss. It's called a crunch. We don't like Kadabras around here because that's the only reason we've ever taken an L in this playthrough so far. I know I've talked about that a few times too, but I'm gonna say it again. Alright. So when we were fighting Ivory back after the, in Crater Town, right after the second gym badge, she had a Kadabra at that point. Now she has an Alakazam, of course, but her Kadabra clicked Ice Punch into my Gabite and got a critical hit and one-shot me from full. I'm not even going to talk to all these guys in case they want to fight, by the way. Although maybe they'll give me an item, so I might actually talk to them. But if they start battling me, I'm about to just dip out of here. So, the Ivory's Kadabra critical hit me with Ice Punch and one-shot Gabite from full. You know, I was like, okay, this is kind of annoying, but, oh, maybe they're going to give me berries. No. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to all of them. I'm not going to read the text, though, because I want to get on with my story here. I'm just going to see if I can get an item. So, she, you know, the Kadabra Ice Punch critical hit, one-shot Gabite. I was annoyed, but it's like, it's whatever, because Hariyama's got a lot of HP. He can live a psychic attack from Kadabra. But of course, she proceeds to get back-to-back critical hits, and Kadabra crit the Psybeam and one-shot my Hariyama from full. So it's kind of unfortunate, but nothing you can really do about that. So it is what it is. Oh, the very last guy actually gives me an item. 5 Chestos, okay. Not bad, we'll take it, we'll take it. Alright, let's heal with this Chansey in the top right corner and then get the show on the road here. Thank you, Chansey. Much appreciated. Now, I probably shouldn't lead with Arcanine. We should always save the Intimidate in the back. So let's go ahead and lead with Big Boy here. Just click Fake Out turn 1. It's the classic right there. I'm kind of curious who... oh, that's not the right way. Kind of curious what kind of team Maxima's going to have here. And if we're actually going to see our... No, I can't say that. I was going to say if we see our first Mega Evolution of the playthrough, but we've seen a Mega Houndoom on the team leader Zeph, and I think that might be the only Mega I've actually seen. Yeah. I don't think we've ever seen any other Mega Evolution Pokemon. Just that Houndoom with the leader of the Shadows, Zeph. Alright, let's get this started here. Hello there, trainer. I am the mansion's successor, Maxima. Nice to meet you. How you doing today, you know? If you're here, then I should congratulate you for navigating your way to me. I presume, like many others, you have come here seeking the power of Mega Evolution. Indeed. As I thought. However, it is one thing to want, it is quite another to deserve. Facts. You see, Mega Evolution is only possible when both trainer and Pokemon share a deep bond. Yet, there are those who visit me, focused only on what perceived power can be achieved with Mega Evolution. She's kind of spitting right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is some good text they put on her. And the bonds that make Mega Evolution possible are not always bonds of friendship and love. So if I pass on such a technique to someone, it must be someone of both skill and of natural love for Pokemon. That's me, Chief. Let me have that thing. This shall be my final test. Okay. Triumph over me, and show me you are worthy of wielding my greatest gift. What are we thinking? I'm going to say this is going to be Mega Lucario. Although that's what it was in Gen 6. So it might be something different. We'll see. Well, it ain't a Mega Wigglytuff, that's for damn sure. And I predicted terribly with, with the lead. That's alright. We're going to fake it out and just get out of here. What? What? Huh? Why would you switch out your fairy type against my fighting type? I'm kind of confused right now, I'm not going to lie. I mean, you go to a different fairy type, I get it, but that was kind of sus. Kind of sus. We can let Arcanine do this one here. What? Wigglytuff would just do a lot of damage with Dazzling Gleam, and I can't even hit Wigglytuff super effectively. You plot up with Ninetales. I resist your dual stabs. I'm not really too worried about this. And let's just hope I'm strong enough to one-shot with Flame. Okay, she doesn't even want to attack. She's just going to switch around here. You do have an ult, which is kind of fire. This could be a Mega, actually. But do I really care? Nah, we crunching. Okay, well, that was a bad idea. Now it resists Crunch. I kind of trolled right there. Because now this thing becomes a Fairy type. Okay, so you got the Mega Q-Tip. Nice. And it has DD. Not good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. But I do have a Gardevoir, so we're chilling. I also have a Roserade. But again, after a Dragon Dance, you're going to hit like a truck. So who could take a hit from this thing? Honestly, nobody. I need to threaten it with something, though. I'm just trying to think, is Hariyama more valuable to Ice Punch it, or is Guardy for the Dazzling Gleam? Well, let's go hard, Hariyama. Neither one of these switches are good. But let me see if I can get an Ice Punch off. Okay, you're getting greedy and going +2. I should be able to live a hit. Destroy you with Ice Punch, but first we fake out. That's not bad. Yeah, if fake out did that much, Ice Punch kills from here. It's just, can I live a hit at +2? Probably not. Let's see. No, dude, imagine if I lived that but got paralyzed. That would have been fire. Okay, we got a problem here. I could intimidate it, but I can't really hit it back. I guess everyone gets outsped and dies, don't they? I might have just taken L number 2 of the playthrough. I wasn't expecting this. But let me see if... What can I do? Arcanine does have the helmet. I could hit it with E speed. I could intimidate it, extreme speed it, and then hopefully... Oh, that wouldn't do enough, even if... Because Body Slam, you would also take Rocky Helmet Chip. I might be screwed, though. I don't know. My only hope is I can live a hit at +1 and then finish it off with the other E speed. It's D-Claw. I don't think I live D-Claw. Yeah. What am I talking about? I definitely should. Alright, we kill it with E-Speed. Okay, that got a little shisty. I thought for a half a second I might have actually got swept by this Altaria. That was sketch. Okay. We're good, we're good. Get the Mega out the way. You have an Empoleon, which is kind of shiced. But I got close combat, so we're going for it. I'll sacrifice this exchange right here to do like 90%. Yeah. About 80. I'll take that trade-off. I was going to say, imagine if he goes for Hydro Pump and misses. That would have been funny. Why do you have a Bulldoze Empoleon? Interesting. Okay, what exactly is Arcanine's speed? 113. I don't know if Gabite is that fast. But it doesn't matter. I still outspeed him. It's 101. There's no way Empoleon's faster than 101. So we'll go here and we'll bulldoze this thing back. I really want to click Hone Claws, but it probably has Ice Beam. Oh, he just had Jet. Definitely should have Hone Claws. Because now you can go back to Wigglytuff. I can't really touch that. But I also can't really keep switching around. Like, Roserade could revenge Wigglytuff easily with a Venoshock. We'll see what she goes to, though. Oh, back to the Ninetales. Right. I mean, Samurot's good for this, but it doesn't take Fairy moves or Freeze Dry. And this thing does have Nasty Plot, right? I want to say in an attack, but I feel like you're just going to click Freeze Dry, so I'm out of here. Now, of course, Freeze Dry hits all 3 of these super effectively, so unfortunately I have to go Guardy. Nasty Plot would arguably be worse, but I feel like you're just going to attack. Yeah, it's raw Ice Beam. Okay, so you hopefully don't have Freeze Dry then. Not the crit, bro. Okay, you plot up. I might actually kill this with D-Gleam. Ninetales does have pretty good Spadef, though, but it has bad HP. Let's see. Okay. Well, we died to this Ice Beam then at +2. Not ideal. Oh, I live. Dude, I was going to say, if I die there, that's only because you crit the other one. That would have been really annoying to get KO'd by that Ice Beam. Because I don't even know where I would have went from there, right? Samurott would have got cooked. Damn, you have a Delphox, too. This team's kind of fire. Samurott would have got cooked by a D-Gleam, and Roserade would have got cooked by Ice Beam along with Gabite. So I might have actually just lost that. Again, because of the crit on the first Ice Beam before you plotted up. Let's just go down here. I'm gonna get outsped and die, so just stay in. Now, obviously, I'm gonna go Samurott here, but this thing, you know, could have a way to hit me. I wouldn't be surprised if it had D-Gleam or Energy Ball. So I probably should go to Gabite, but I'm gonna risk this and go Samurott here for the Razor Shell. Yeah, you do have D-Gleam. I got a lot of bulk though. I got a lot of investment into special attack. We connect the Razor Shell, which is fire. Missing that would have been tragic. Because again, like a miss right there, I might lose the battle. I'm not even kidding. And of course, it's just this dumbass Wigglytuff in the back. Because you got to think, right? If I miss there and I go down to the next D-Gleam, that thing would also outspeed and probably kill Gabite with the D-Gleam, although I do have a Violite. And it would probably one-shot Roserade with a fire attack. So that was an MVP type performance right there by Samurott connecting that Razor Shell. And again, another reason why I really want to get Liquidation. Because in a crucial situation, I don't want to be relying on Razor Shell. It's not the play, man. Gotta get that liquidation on you. Alright, very, very sketchy battle, but we find a way to emerge victorious here. But things got really stinky. That could have easily been an L. Especially off that Mega Altaria. Really clean team, though. Delphox and Polion. I mean, Wigglytuff is trash, but everything else was pretty cool. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let me get this item, man. Quit your yapping. How amazing. Truly you have shown that you can be trusted to use this power responsibly and without reckless abandon. I bestow upon you, then, your very own Mega Keystone. Yet, before I do, I'd like you to choose a suitable vessel for it. What? They are functionally identical. Just choose the one that suits you best. So if they're functionally identical, it's just for... It's just like, what would you rather have for, like, swag purposes? I guess just give me the Mega Ring, then. A cuff, a charm, a bracelet. It doesn't really matter. Oh, they're just for looks. Alright. We'll see which ones look the coolest. Nah. Mega Cuff looks kind of fire. And a Mega... Yeah, no, we're good off that one. Alright, we'll just take the Mega Ring. It's kind of low-key. I'll go with that. So I guess that was for, like, swag purposes. Just what kind of drip you're trying to get on your character. Yes, I think you can carry that Mega Ring very well myself. Anyway, you now have the power to Mega Evolve your Pokemon. For a Pokemon to be capable of Mega Evolving in battle, it must be holding its unique Mega Stone. You should see if that Pokemon can Mega Evolve by the Mega symbol in the battle menu. Should it appear, press Start before selecting your next attack. Your Pokemon will then Mega Evolve and become more powerful. Keep in mind, however, you can only Mega Evolve a Pokemon once per battle, and it wears off if the battle ends, or if the Mega Evolved Pokemon faints. Now, take that power, and use it for the good of humanity. I shall be counting on you to change the world, and make a real impact. I got you, Maxima. And yes, of course, it almost slipped my mind. Take this Mega Stone, the same one I use for the Pokemon Altaria. Irrelevant. I need that Gardevoirite. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. That was kind of fire, though. Her team was actually sick. I know I just said that, but I'm going to say it again. Alright, might as well heal off this Chansey real quick, but I'm gonna save and end the episode anyway. So, on the way out the door, I want to talk about a couple things. That being, of course, we now should... Actually, let me check this real quick. We should have access to exit the route up north here. Okay, so when we came here yesterday, we couldn't exit the route up north because there was two NPCs having a battle. It was like a... I want to say a Milk Tank versus a Sandslash, maybe? It was an Alolan Sandslash and something facing this way. I think it was a Milk Tank. Sandslash was like right here. So these guys were blocking the path, but of course they're done battling, so I'm going to check for an item. There is an item. Not bad. An Adrenaline Orb. Okay, so... let's find a good spot to cut it off. I guess I'll go save by the Pokemon Center. Actually, no. Right by the mansion here. That's where I'm going to save it at. Because we'll talk about this on the intro tomorrow. Wait, how do I get out there? Hold on. We're not done yet. Did I miss a door? There should be some way to walk out the right side here. Never mind. There's more action to be seen, folks. But there's probably an item out back. Maybe I'll save out there then. No. Oh, you know what? There's probably like a secret switch, huh? Yeah, there's no other way to get out there. Okay, maybe we look for the secret... The secret switch. Tomorrow. Although I don't really care. There's probably nothing good out there. So anyway, alright. A couple things to talk about on the way out the door here. Let's go sit on the bench next to this guy, actually. Alright. So we're chilling here with our buddy. And we're going to end the episode here today. Actually, I don't you got to give him his space. I'm going to end the episode right here. Let's go ahead and save the game. And talk about two things on the way out the door. So, we now have access to get to Route 12, which is what I needed in order to catch the, I think it's the summer form of Sawsbuck. So currently I have the spring form and the autumn form. Now the winter Sawsbuck is located up by Blizzard City, so I can go back and get that whenever I want. But we need to get the summer form, which was blocked off up until right now. And when I do, I'm going to have all 4 forms of Sawsbuck by the end of next episode. I don't have them yet. But we're going to have them by the end of next episode, which will allow us to complete the side quest that enables us to change natures. So with that being said, I'm not going to fight the next gym. We now know where it is. It's in Dahara City, which is at the other end of Route 12. So the plan for tomorrow's stream and for the next part of the YouTube playlist would be to get all the way through Route 12 and into Dahara City. I feel like there's going to be a lot to check out there because it seems like to be the biggest city in the game. So we're going to get all the way to Dahara City tomorrow, but I'm not going to fight the gym leader until I change natures and get everybody optimized. So, but, you know, hopefully there's a lot to check out in Dahara City, and we can, you know, fill an hour and a half or whatever for the next episode. And then probably in between episodes, what I'll do is train up those last 2 Deerling to evolve them both into Sawsbuck. I'm not going to sit here and grind levels on camera. I don't like doing that. Because nobody wants to watch that on YouTube, right? If I'm just fighting wild Pokemon over and over to grow levels. So what we'll do is we'll catch both Deerling that I'm missing tomorrow. I'll catch them on stream. But then I'll evolve them in between episodes. And then at the start of... If this is part 10, we're just going to mess around and get to Dahara City on part 11. And then part 12, right at the start, we'll take on the gym leader after like switching natures at the very beginning of the episode. Because I'll have the Sawsbucks evolved at that point. And we're just about at the 2-hour mark, so that's a good spot to cut this off. So with all that being said, that's what's going to happen on the next couple episodes. And that's going to do it here for part 10 in the YouTube playlist. So for anybody that is seeing this in the future, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Alright? Peace.